I think we're live.
God, that went up quick.
All righty. Getting this figured out. It's been
Scott's
a
running
while.
the show today, so any complaints about questions, or you skip my friend's question who was born in da 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 city, and I don't think you like that part of the country. Not true, first of all.
Yeah, I broke down and bought StreamYard again. Let's see. I'm starring questions. Oops. So it's been what, 7 months since I was in control of the box?
Mm, something like that.
Something like that. Okay, we'll hide your buy a coffee for now. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
anyone wants to support Nancy Jean, go to buy me a coffee and search Nancy Jean's Garden. It comes right up.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, we got people here, we got chatters, we got questions. I should be on the right side of Nancy, left of my screen. It looks right to me.
No, on my screen it's flipped. You're over there.
You're over there. Well, it's working. That's
Oh,
all we need to
trust
know.
me, guys. You have no idea. I got on. Scott had sent me the link, and I got on, and it sent me to the deadly pile of crap that is known as page 404 on the internet, which means that doesn't exist.
Okay. Let me look at the started questions quick.
Mm-hmm.
There was something, a good question to start out with. Thought I had something. Oh, yeah. Something easy to start out with, kind of with a energy read.
Okay. I told you I need one. I started my day off by putting coffee grounds in my teapot and then wondering why it tasted strange. So God only knows what planet my consciousness is on.
Well, I got mobbed by our dog. So that was,
Oh,
you ever have a dog that just um, doesn't want to stop with her tongue? Like morning kisses.
I've only ever had one dog, and we uh, disavowed her of that being a positive thing early on, so it didn't happen. And she was a Sheltie too. She was like,
Very similar. Okay. What
so what are
kind
we
of
doing?
week? What kind of week are we gonna have with the orange block?
Okay.
Basically, a political orange, orange read for the week.
I'm sure he was so proud that no one watched his speech on Thursday. Uh,
Yes. Okay. Oh, interesting.
mhm,
Starts out with the emperor.
mhm.
The
Are we?
emperor. The emperor is delusional.
Oh, did you have to turn the cards over to see this? I'm shocked.
They're confirming. Hmm. It feels like it's just saying about the way it should be,
Hmm.
the past. Because this morning when I was trying to wake up and avoid the dog attacking me, I was scrolling Twitter and there was a video that someone posted of George Bush
Hmm.
speaking after Barack Obama won. How a president should speak about
Hmm.
moving on to the next administration and the country and
Hmm.
everything. because I'm getting at first a lot of good cards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the 10 of coins, judgment, strength. You know, that the presidency should be a place of strength, solid people, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and we're able to place judgment upon them as we see fit without being
Mm-hmm.
worried about getting arrested. And like with Barack Obama, I get like the 7 of coins, emperor and star in the current position. So that's kind of like you want to be a person of honor, a person of hope, you know, and look to the future and work. Coins is the work hard. So now we get to what the meaning of what's going on now.
Mm-hmm.
I got the death card. I get the ace of swords and I get the 8 of swords.
Ew.
He's becoming highly restricted. You know, he's
Yeah, I got the 8 of swords in the deck I used too. And it's
he
called
wants to hide
mentally stuck. It's called mentally stuck.
very. And the death card has always been looming over him. Soon. And my outcome is about change, getting better, real leadership. So oddly, it's just the way the week feels. He's going to be like pulling back. He's in a mode of embarrassment, in a mode of not winning, and it feels like a change.
Yeah, our gas is sky high again. What I got is Trump upside down, King of Pentacles upside down. But for us, better things are ahead. I mean, these cards just say it. Better times are ahead. And with the Empress, we're in the middle of that. We're going to be thrown into a real serious change of our own moon. And in part, that's because he's not reaching any of his goals because he's mentally stuck. That's your 8 of swords that you had, Scott. He's mentally stuck. So he's stuck. And when he's stuck in one place, it benefits us because he can't be screwing with us. Thank you, sweet darling Lulu.
Good news. Well, you look away and you got 18 questions.
I know. You used to say you're not looking at the questions. I'm trying to deal with the ones I got.
No, right? I think we got that one. Okay. Oh, since it's been asked. Going into Hollywood, I guess. Bad people. Mm-hmm. The Tate brothers have been arrested.
Mm-hmm.
UK wants them back. Supposedly, Andrew claimed he already talked to the Trumps and had a conversation with Barron.
Really? Autistic Barron?
That's what he said when he got arrested.
You can have conversations with autistics. It's just, are you sure?
Okay, what's going to happen with these two? Will they get extradited?
I'm just going to do if they'll get extradited, yes or no.
The felon protected him before from getting extradited to Romania.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I got yes, they're going to get extradited. This is them in their chariot on their way It's because of the lies they told. And the sun means yes. When sun's in a question, no matter what else is going on, it's yes. And it's because of the movement of the women behind it. It's going to take longer than it should to get them there, but they're going to be extradited.
I don't see any blocking here either. I get wishes fulfilled. I got the sun, and what they did in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Six of Cups. The Five of Swords in the end here. The Knight of Cups is a proposal, is travel. Queen of Swords is like a lawyer figure making things happen, but like I said, the Five of Swords is a conflict card. And so,
Right.
like you said, it may take a while.
Yeah, because that's what I had was the Five of Swords was the delay.
Yeah.
No, Five of Wands. And Five of Wands was the delay.
Very similar. Yeah.
Five is chaos or change.
And you got the Ace of Wands here, which is power, movement, it's travel. So it looks like they will be. Mm-hmm. Bottom of the deck, I have justice happening. The old courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Laura, for your question. It's not just election officials. I've had several people who I've spoken with that I've done readings and stuff for who've never done it before, but they've lined up to become poll workers because they figure that's the best way. They can kind of sit there and say what they saw, and I really think that's the best. The more of us that are involved in the process. I went to a government building. Because I had to get the sticker for my windshield came off. So I had to get a sticker so that they know my car's legal. I had to drive over to the place and get the replacement sticker. And there was a table full of people registering voters. It was in this county tax building, and all this other stuff goes on in there. And I went over to talk to them, and they said they're still registering people all the time. And I thank them for being there and for doing that kind of work. And they said, this one woman said, I've been doing this for years. I've never been thanked so many times, but what's going on this year. So I think that attendance on our part is going to help, but let's see.
Yeah, I've ever since the felon and chaos is happening, when I go vote, I thank them all too. Every single person. Thank you for doing what you do as I walk through. Election. Oh, it starts off with the Empress protection.
Mm-hmm.
The system is there. I think we're going to have chaos as we had the last few years. There was Russian bomb threats and all that.
Don't vote the day of the election.
Yeah.
Vote early.
I always vote early. The strength, the protection's there. The people do what they need to do, but I get that Five of Swords. There's going to be some conflicts.
Are you done? You got it?
And the ending,
mm-hmm.
I get the Knight of Coins. So these are the people that are doing the honorable work. Ace of Swords, truth and clarity about doing it. But then I get the Devil. And then the other one, I get protection and strength, and I get the Five of Swords. So it's like the system's there. The people are there to do the hard work, good work. But there's always this one card next to it. It's like there's going to be malfeasance.
Yeah, but I live in Texas. That's been here for a long time. What I get is the things are in place. The Knight of Wands is in place to do it. They're just standing back and watching and keeping what they can protect protected. They're not going anywhere. They're not moving on. And then these are the future cards. The 7 of coins. We've planted the crop the right way. A lot of places have dug their heels in. They're doing what they can do to protect it. But then you got the impish little liar, the kid with the stinky fish in his cup. Yeah, but that's always been part of elections. To tell you how long this has been going on, people, and not to just pick on Republicans. This picks on Democrats. My mother was a poll worker when Kennedy ran against Nixon. And Kennedy and Nixon in the state of Illinois was a razor thin margin. Of course, Kennedy had the Catholic Church was pushing him, which I never understood why my parents were upset, but they were Protestants. What can I say? So my mother was at the polling place, and she'd go and she'd work the polls, and then about 8 o'clock she'd come home because my dad had to make us dinner. It was always an event, and she came home, but she didn't come home till we were all in bed. And I woke up the next morning, and she was looking rather bleary-eyed. And I said, "What went on?" And she said, "They wouldn't release the vote in Chicago until we released the vote downstate." I lived the county immediately below Cook County. And I said, "What happened?" And she said, "We don't know, but as soon as we put our numbers up, they beat us by a hair." And if you look at the numbers for that race, it was a tiny bit. And a year later, my mother said they should have dragged the Chicago River looking for the voting boxes. This is when people still voted with paper ballots. And I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "You'll probably find out someday." Well, I didn't find out till I was a grown-up, had kids of my own. I was living on my own, far from Illinois. They were dredging the Chicago River to clean it out because it gets gooey when you have. And they found ballot boxes with Nixon ballots in it, and it would have been enough for him to have won.
Oh, good Lord.
And I thought, shit, that happened when I was a kid. So, guys, there's always been ways to do it if you want to do it. You have to have a machine like Mayor Daley had, and his machine in Chicago was. When people talk about the last cities that had big machines, it was a machine. And, and apparently that's what God wanted because that's what we got. So, what's our next question? Other than Nancy going back into her childhood.
What's Andy Bashir's move about Mitch McConnell?
He's going to push for
it. He has been, I seen on the news.
Mm-hmm.
But Laura's wondering if he's actually going to.
Well, let's see if he'll get it.
Find out, is he going to, are they going to do some, him and his aides or whatever, going to actually.
I'm going to ask if Bashir will be successful.
Okay. So I get in the past, it's kind of like the hermit mode where it's like, let the process play out. 7 of Pentacles doing some diligence. Like 5 of Pentacles is like not really having authority. The current energy, I got walking away, 4 of Wands and 9 of Wands. So he's just defending his authority as governor, but kind of stepping back a little bit. Moving forward, 4 of Swords, 2 of Cups, Queen of Wands. I wonder if the Queen of Wands is Amy McGrath, that he has her in mind to finish the term.
Go Amy.
So I got a queen in the partnership there. 4 of Swords will be waiting. Outcome I get Judgment, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and Queen of Cups. What does that Three of Swords mean? Besides Mitch.
That could mean what it means. I mean,
Judgment.
It's surrounded by illness.
Yeah, very much illness. This is telling me he's going to do the right thing as soon as he, legally possibly can. I don't really see like him or his aides walking up to the hospital. He's just going to push authorities to let them know what's going on. He's going to place high judgment on his staff or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's going to do the right thing, but, not push the issue besides,
I asked if it was going to be successful, and I got no, we're not making any progress moving forward to new heights because of injustice, because people are hiding things. But this is currently someone's telling them how to get around this. They've got someone coming out and telling them what to do. And I got the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles says to me it's a success. And the Seven of Swords in this case, Seven of Swords is one of those mixed cards. It can mean stealing and duplicity and stuff, but it also can mean revealing stealing and duplicity. So in essence, they're stealing ascendancy.
Basically. Was his government checks been stopped?
Already. If you're dead, they stop yours, man, the day you die.
Well,
Trust me,
I really don't sense that because they would need a death certificate.
It'd be the feds having to admit he's dead. No. But it's an interesting concept. And then once they find out he's really dead, when do they stop the checks? Because that's the other thing about keeping people alive on machines, is as long as they don't have a death certificate, they can collect their Social Security.
Okay, on with Hoo really wants to know if any Trumps are going to see the inside of a prison.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the cards have to say.
Now and in the future.
Yeah, in the future, will any of the Trump family see the inside of a prison? Go to indicted, at trial, and convicted.
Oh, you're going to like this one, Scott.
Hit me with
I don't
your,
even need to read the rest of the cards.
the world.
Yeah, and no, it's the sun. That's yes.
Oh, it looked like the world card.
I know, but it's not. It's the sun. And then we got, when it happens, it's going to happen really fast. They're going to be surprised. Going to have a good team of people that put this together. The caution for us right now is to be patient. This time is coming.
I think yes. I think the current government they're already worried and stressed about it, seeking protection. So obviously preemptive pardon type things. So Hierophant, 10 of Wands, and then my Empress card. So seeking protection from all the stress and burdens.
Mm-hmm.
I get the King of Swords. The next Attorney General will be hard with the Knight of Wands. No holds barred next go around. King of Swords. The Queen of Cups is the United States, working for the United States as it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And my death, destruction, illness, losing everything card. Yes. The energy is there to do it. They're done.
When Trump dies, Melania is going to be on the first plane to any country that doesn't extradite.
she's already got that place
Oh, yeah.
picked out.
She has a home there and servants and the whole thing set up.
So yes, once there's complete changes in government, there will be complete changes to rid everything Trump.
And
Get rid of the loopholes, everything.
no, it's going to put hard rails on what were gentlemen's agreements. We're all going to act like adults here. They're going to put teeth in it so we act like adults here.
Yes, there will be changes.
And there will be different people sitting on the Supreme Court deciding what makes an adult.
Okay, we did that one. Oh, let's see what gonna happen with this Musk fella. So I don't know if you heard, but Wisconsin's election commission, on a vote of 5-1, said yes, we believe Elon Musk criminally interfered in our elections in 2025.
Sean witnessed this. He was standing in a place watching him hand out. Sean said, "How do you get that check to your bank?"
So they have referred their findings to the district attorney to see if they bring charges against them.
Mm-hmm.
And there could be more. The felon admitted, that he helped them win 2024.
Whoa. I like my cards today. Apparently I should put coffee in my teapot more often.
Bring it.
Yeah, and this has always been troublesome for people. And there's a bunch of male figures in here that are, yes, we're going to get this. They've had to hang there and wait to be able to finally get them. But when they come to get them, they're going to move. There's the Eight of Swords. It's been slow in moving, but once those Eight of Swords start moving, they go. So go get Elon. Elon Musk is really fortunate that Jared Kushner was there before him, because the most half-born newt-looking human I can think of other than Jared Kushner is Elon Musk.
So yeah, I think people are done playing with Elon Musk. He's going to go through a transition. So I got my transition card.
Mm-hmm.
Chariot. They're going to take charge as fast as possible. And then I got Queen of Wands with leadership. Could be the people heading it up in that district attorney's office.
Mm-hmm.
Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, and Queen of Swords. We got another woman prosecutor finding the truth, going to act quickly. And then I get the Eight of Swords, justice happening and victory for us.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Elon Musk will be held account.
Yeah, see, he thinks he's got it all, but the second that he starts getting into that stuff, all his government contracts are gone, which means the companies that are part of those contracts, he's gone. The companies will still be there, but his ability to make money off of it won't be. Couldn't happen to a nicer billionaire.
Correct. Yeah. Mark Queen Mullen has zero authority of what he's trying to say.
Yeah, it's not.
He's running DHS now.
Mm.
And he did a speech the other day that everything illegal. Saying he's going to control elections. He's going to seize ballots and all blah, blah, blah.
He's just singing for one choir. And unfortunately, there's a microphone that takes it to more than that one person. He's just saying that stuff so they can play it for Trump. So they can say, look what we're doing for you.
So don't worry about Mark Queen, the plumber from Oklahoma.
There's some tradesmen I would rather have running this country than the lawyers. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that one's not one of them.
Midas Touch is saying the satellites have been cut off to see what's going on in the Middle East. Yeah, I heard, you heard that 2 servicemen have died for sure in an attack. Well, there's reports on the ground that it's a lot worse than being reported.
Yeah, because people would be outraged. The whole world would be outraged.
So, yes.
I mean,
they hid everything for many, many months until reporters dug into it, but that Iran basically destroyed every one of our bases, made them uninhabitable for a service unit. There's 13 bases, and they all got struck?
Right.
Something like that.
Well, it's really easy. They don't have to go very far to get them. We have to go all the way halfway around the world.
True. Carrie thinks Mitch passed away that day because there was that video. I don't know if you've seen it, but emergency services were in no hurry.
No, they're never. They move. Trust me, guys. If they think there's some way of saving you, having been through this recently, yeah, they hustle you. They don't say, "Don't go pack a bag." They don't say shit. They say, "Here's a gurney. You're on it. Bye." And they're climbing all over you to try to stabilize everything.
Yeah, the video I seen, they were just hanging out, pulling out a gurney. There was no IV bag or no kit on them, so very strange. And then whoever in his campaign puts out AI pictures of him. Like they think we're really that stupid. Okay. Jeff wants to know, his mother lives in Maine, and she wants to know when Susan Collins becomes so corrupt.
When did what?
Susan Collins become so corrupt.
Okay, guys, I don't think she sees herself as corrupt. I know people who live in Maine, and she's one of those politicians you hate to run against when you know they're ineffective in their voting history. But if they're out in their district or in their state, and in the state of Maine, we have political districts in Texas that have more voters in one district than they have in the whole state of Maine. But her people, you talk to them, they call their parents on their 50th wedding anniversaries. She stays in touch with the families. She makes sure, if she has a kind of office that if you've been in touch with her and you want to find out about a scholarship for your kids, she can help them. She does all that kind of constituent servancy. And the people there, that's why they loved her. That's why when she started doing flaky shit in D.C., they didn't care. Now they care because they realize it's kind of blatant.
Yeah. I mean, it's been said that she was kind of like the deciding vote to get the extra 50 billion for ICE. And now that person was shot in Maine. Is there dirt in there? I think she's just, mainly goes where the money is. I think she votes where the money is.
Well, I had a really vivid dream, and it was during the impeachment. It's before the impeachment vote had been taken in his first impeachment trial. And I was in this long, dark hallway, and I could see someone reaching out and putting gold into the hands of different senators. And I recognized them, as they were walking by. And there was a big figure standing right in front of me. And then they'd walk down the hallway, and then I'd hear them like fall off the ledge or scream or be hurt. And this is just one of my most vivid dreams. And so Susan Collins came up and they put a handful of gold in for her. And she looked a little confused. She's always looked a little confused to me. And she went shuffling down the hallway and I heard her scream. And I said, I want to see where these people are going, that they're taking this gold and then they're screaming. And it ended up the figure in front of me was Frank, who's my guardian angel. He's the one that stops me from doing stupid. Everyone should have one. And his hand went out and he wouldn't let me go past. And he said, we've protected you from being involved with these kinds of deals for years. You're not going there. And I was like, okay. And I woke up and I realized there had been a lot of money and graft around me. People kind of knew not to approach me to get to my candidates that way. They'd try around other people. But that's what it all is. It's always been money.
It's been come out that Hakeem Jeffries has gotten a lot of money from Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And he's supporting continuing funding. So a lot of people are upset with him.
I saw him right after he first got elected when Hillary lost. And I saw he went on a speaking tour to kind of re-energize Democrats. He was absolutely a marvelous speaker. And I thought, this is the kind of young man we need in Congress. And then I've watched my impression of him sink away.
Yeah. I mean, he'll say the right things, but he's turning where the money flows, unfortunately. There was something about Mitch again. I just want to. Laura. Laura says, disgusting how his bodies be treated. Shame on them.
Yeah, where are all these highborn Catholics that want to protect every fetus and they don't care what they do to this old man's body? Where are you? Catholics are particularly tough on not screwing with bodies after they're dead.
Yeah. So it can, for me, it can be difficult, especially when a person's the character of like Mitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got, a soul reunion that he's got to feel what he did for two other people in his lifetime, right? Mm-hmm. That review and everything. And I try to ask and see if the soul has been detached from the body.
Mm-hmm.
And for all these weeks, I was seeing the soul was close to the body. So I wasn't really sensing like he was dead, but it could have been the hard review.
Mm-hmm.
And staying close and feeling everything. But I definitely felt like, when was it? Sunday, I think, or Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I did see that soul detach from his body or whatever, or leave that area.
Yeah, I want to see. This is if you watch Cash Peters' transition pictures where people are passing across. This is going to be the longest trip down that tunnel known to man. I tell you.
Yeah,
go down the tunnel.
He did it. Yeah, he did one on Mitch, and it was about a train, and everything was dark, kind of like the forest.
He's not here. They're there. I mean,
fires, Canada coming down, So it wasn't really like him showing him going,
forever down that tunnel. Yeah,
down the tunnel. It was definitely in a dark place. But I think he's detached now for sure, but which makes it strange and that feeling, because it was seeing that video, it looks like he was gone. Not in any hurry.
Well, I sent you my proof of life picture, didn't I?
Yeah.
The one where Mitch is lying in his hospital bed with Lincoln and Kennedy
Yeah.
and Elvis and a
That was-
Martian, a gray Martian, and around him, and he's holding a newspaper from that says World War II is over.
Jeff's stepmother lives in Wisconsin. So a little controversy in Wisconsin governor race. This David Crowley decided to get back in after our lieutenant governor stepped aside. I like David Crowley. He was my second choice, but he already dropped out. Governor Evers endorsed him. Everyone's pissed because Governor Evers said he wasn't going to endorse anybody. So now a lot of people are like, they're just trying to push a guy on us that the establishment wants. So let's just do a general read here quick.
Okay.
On the governor, who's going to, so
how many people are running?
The primary is August 11th. There's 5 now with Crowley getting back in. 2 guys, 3 girls. No.
Should we just do David Crowley?
3 guys and 2 girls, ladies.
Women, so, feminine forms.
Yeah, who's going to win? Feminine or male?
Okay, I'll do one row of guys and 1 row of gals. Sean's going to be joining you in Wisconsin.
I hear that. Do a little consultations up there.
Yep, he's taking over the whole field program for the whole state, not just Green Bay.
Nice. Get some good experience in there. Someone knows what they're doing. Okay. Public service.
It's definitely a guy.
Ending of a situation. Chaotic. I get government. I get my empress. God. No male or female cards coming yet.
Well, I did a row for men and a row for women, and women got 5 no's. So I don't keep campaigning, gals. That's just the energy today. But for the guys, I got when the situation changes, the public energy will change quickly, and they'll pick someone who's good at it. But they're going to not, because of the chaos coming into this. I don't know how it is in your state, but in our state, like if that's the highest ranking officer, then that's the one who guides how the election goes. That's not going to be true. That campaign won't be guiding it.
Well, in polling, Francesca Hong, the Democrat socialist, is leading polls. Our former lieutenant governor and the guy who lost to Ron Johnson in 22 is running too. Mandela Barnes.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
State Senator Kelda Royce, and another guy would be pretty good is Joel Brennan. He's the other guy. He's worked in government. He's worked under Evers and different. So he would be a good guy too. I mean, they all got good qualifications.
Heaven forbid we pick someone with just good qualifications.
Well, we did with Evers, so
I know
he did a good job. From the 15 cards I kept laying out, it was leaning feminine, so I don't know.
Well, the women as it stands today, which is really what 5 cards is about. It's really about what's happening right today. They're not happy.
No, I did get a lot of negative cards. It's throwing chaos, but in the end, and I think
there are races you can win, and it's like it was a mess coming into this. Good luck, you won. I mean, and it depends how much bad will is there between the different parties.
I think in the end, early voting starts July 28th. So, like I said, in the end, I think cooler heads will prevail when we actually get down
Yeah,
to voting.
Mercury is retrograde, so till the 29th.
Okay, we did that one. Did that. Carrie's wondering about Mr. Blanche.
Mm.
Will he?
We're doing what's really going to happen to Blanche or what should happen to Blanche.
Well, we can start out him being confirmed AG.
So we're not going to take this vote until you prove that Mitch is alive.
That'd be nice. I guess Cornyn and Tillis aren't too happy.
Cornyn doesn't have anything to lose. He ain't going anywhere anyway. He's just going to come back and.
There's a couple of them with nothing to lose, but can't do they have the stones to actually stand up for what's right?
Cornyn? No. It's still a yes and no. It's up in the air. Whatever the vote is, the vote's going to be the final vote. They won't try again, but they're going to have to change some folks that are hanging right now. This, like all these things that's happening right now, it's going to happen swiftly. This is Trump really trying to push him, but there's 3 cards of indecision. The 2 of Swords reversed. The 8 of Wands still flying in the air and not being positive. And the 10 of Wands that, what's done is done and that people still haven't made their mind up. There's actually 4 cards of indecision in there. I don't think the universe knows.
My current energy I'm getting is a no.
Yeah.
The current energy is no, they're not going to vote for him. So I get the Death card, 7 of Cups and Page of Swords in the current energy.
Hmm?
But moving forward, there could be some deals made because I get the 3 of Pentacles, and 6 of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. I think that's representing Blanche. So behind the scenes, there could be some deals made. Do this, do that. We'll make him the AG.
Mm-hmm.
Outcome is Strength, 4 of Cups, Moon, and Queen of Pentacles. It feels like the end. There's some women's Republican senators like Collins, like Murkowski, that could derail him.
Well, you know what they had when he was in his last thing? At both ends of the hallway, they had the women that have not been answered for the Epstein files. He had to walk. There wasn't a way to get out without having to go past them for him.
So right now, my senses are the men like Cornyn or Tillis are going to work a deal. And then when it comes down to a full vote, the women in the Republican side may derail this. That's the current energy.
So they're going to grow a uterus, huh?
They might.
My God.
Murkowski's been standing up lately.
Yeah, well, she's out of there. So what does she care?
She's out of there. I thought she's still running.
Is she the one who's running against the...
No, Sullivan's running against Peloto.
Oh, so she's still in there.
Yeah, she's still got 2 more years or 4 more years, whatever. Yeah, she's still a senator.
Have you ever heard the indigenous woman from Alaska speak?
A couple times, yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched one of her speeches. A friend of mine sent it to me and said, "This is really good. She's got her act together." So wasn't as interesting as the Josh Johnson comedy review, but it was good.
That's funny. there was an interview. I can't remember who it was, but Hunter Biden said from a long time ago that most Republican men are gay. And he was talking about everyone knew Lindsey Graham was gay.
Oh God! Well, Lindsay was. You'd have to be one of those people who says God doesn't let that happen to look at Lindsay.
It'll just be talked about. And that's wondering
What
about.
I want to know is when people are going to start showing up at Republican rallies in red negligees. That's what I want to know. I'm such a pervert. Okay.
And that's wondering about how bad it's going to get with the vegetables.
Apparently, a lot of them are coming out of Mexico.
That's what I read. The company.
And I don't know if that's
company
true or not, because they could be coming. But I know that I ordered radishes because I don't shop, guys. I don't go to grocery stores. And they sent me the weaseliest little radishes. So I complained, and they sent me a picture of all the radishes in the store. And they're all these tiny, and apparently there's no one to pick the radishes. So if I want radishes, I'm going to have to get daikon radishes, because I use big radishes in the summer for dips. These, you couldn't dip with these because your fingers would be more in the dip than the other. And they said that's really starting to show what's not coming out of the fields.
I'm getting protections is going to get better for inspections, whatever it's going to get better.
Now they know what they're looking for. That helps.
Every one of my 9 cards I just dropped are all pretty good. Moving forward, doing the right thing, wishes fulfilled. I read a story about the owner of that Taylor Farms or whatever, and even down in Mexico. Mm-hmm. Horrible owner.
Oh, I know. They're slave masters. I mean,
yeah, he's a slave. He's a slave master. Yeah. But when you're dealing with killing people, possibly killing people and getting them sick, owners like that don't like to hear that.
Yeah, well, owners like that really don't like to hear it when they hear some of the lawyers that are lining up to come get their butts. So
there you go. Carrie used to live in Alaska. Yeah, I really liked the lady. I liked listening to her speak the few times I've seen clips.
Mm-hmm.
And Alaska seems to like her. Let's go, Mary. Polling has her winning. So, okay, let's go to something different.
Ah.
Will Keisha Lance Bottoms become the next governor of? Keisha become the next governor of Georgia? Is Georgia turning their tides from Republican? King of Swords. 9.
It's still a toss-up for her, but it's mostly a yes.
It's heavily mixed for me.
Mm-hmm. She's having a real hard time getting around the prejudice in this state. That limited judgment that they see black and they run away.
There's still going to be some lies and deceit with that 7 of Swords here. Negative ads from the king. Do you remember who she's running against? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
I think it's a Republican guy.
Yeah, probably. He probably looks like he ought to be in a Jimmy Dean sausage ad.
It doesn't look bad for her, but she's got to break through all the negative ads and whatnot. And the out cards, a Wheel of Fortune, Six of Coins, Queen of Swords, and Judgment. So a lot of times Judgment is not a bad card.
She's
But the earlier cards are all about the nastiness.
Rick Jackson.
Okay. The earlier cards are all about the nastiness that
Mr. Yeah, what I got is a lot of
Jackson's gonna put out there against her.
Mm-hmm.
But the ending cards are pretty good for her winning.
No, in the future, what I got, that's where I got the sun. Oh, thank you. Someone loves my shirt. Artist Liz. Hi, Artist Liz. My dragonfly shirt. Dragonflies are the spirit animals in my channel.
Okay.
You want to do something about the Britons PM? Nope.
I guess I don't have that start.
You do.
I do?
Mm-hmm.
I have like 20 starts.
I know.
Bashir. Okay, we read on that. That's a double.
Well, we can do this one. I don't know what we can answer about the tarp guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tarps are ugly. I remember
something different. The tarps are up over the Kennedy Center yet.
After Katrina, we took a cruise, and this was years after Katrina had gone through. And when you pulled into parts of New Orleans and you came off 10 to go to the docks, they were full of houses that had nothing but tarps on the top. So when you talk about Tarp City, that's what I think of.
Well, the clowns just hiding everything with tarps and beauty. Like they supposedly put a tarp up of a mural the way the pillars are going to look.
Oh, did you see the thing he built of his little model of the giant arch he wants to build to himself? And when they looked up in the cracks at the top, it was so poorly put together. They had that foam, that expanding foam filling in gaps. I mean, these folks aren't for real.
Yeah, it was just done quickly. Indigo asked about the SAVE Act. Last I heard,
it's passed. No, it's not passed.
Murkowski said she won't. She's not voting for it, so it's dead.
Okay.
That's the last.
Let's see if it's dead. That's a quick one.
All right. Three cards. I'll do that. Okay. 3 cards SAVE Act. I had never seen that passing.
Mm-mm.
But last I heard, Murkowski said, no, I am not voting for that. And basically shows it's dead. Chariot. No, 3 cards ain't going to do it. 5 of Wands. And 8 of Cups, dead.
I got not its current forms. And we have a much more important thing. We have a national budget coming up. So his SAVE Act is not all that.
Well, the SAVE Act cannot be attached to funding. It's not a funding thing, so the parliamentarian will rip it out again.
Mm-hmm.
Reconciliation is funding.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
yeah.
They can't sneak in things, and the parliamentarian will rip it back out and say, no, that needs 60 votes.
So, you know, all this is proving that all the stuff that they're trying to do that they claim Democrats did don't work.
Okay. Okay, we did that. I don't know.
It's 10:09. You're right above. It's right above where you are right now.
Yep, I see it.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen it or not, but Marco Rubio had a dementia-ridden felon-type speech the other day. And now he wants to sanction or ban the ICC because they want to do War crimes against us.
Oh, okay.
So
I take it that's ban, and that was just a mistype.
yeah.
That's where spell check turns us all into idiots. I know. Okay.
Will Marco, let's see, be successful in retaliation against the ICC?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many war crimes we've done. In Iran, killing fishermen.
He's going to do stuff that's going to slow it down significantly. Stop it completely, no. But he's going to try to put some things in place to protect people. But when the satellites get turned back on and we see how badly we've screwed up the Middle East, I
think you're right. He's going to try something, some kind of order, because I get the 3 of coins. I get the 6 of cups along with it, so it may have been something that's been done before. I have no clue what that means.
like they just never get to leave the country again. Anybody who's on that list, they get to stay here with us. Isn't that pleasant?
Oh, sanctioning the people, the judges or the prosecutors. Okay. But I think the government, or when the Democrats are in control, it's going to be all reversed. Like if we control the Senate and House, we can.
Can we just then pack them on a plane and fly them to a friendly country? That's what they never did with Cheney or Bush. That's why Bush won't leave the country.
Well, that's why 45's got to go to friendly places.
Well, Putin will have nothing left soon, so.
Iran's got, what do you call that?
Mm-hmm.
Warrants or
Fatwas. They've got fatwas. Screw warrants. They just put death things on them and say, Allah will accept you into heaven.
Yeah. U.S. doesn't recognize the ICC.
We haven't. I don't think we have since Bush was in office. I'm not sure we ever did.
Okay. Do you know when everything doesn't have to be done by July? Before the recess?
October 1st. The budget has to be in place so it can become functional October 1st.
Oh, so there's still time.
Oh, yeah.
I thought there was something in July that needed.
Yeah, well, they're going to go on recess and play like it's not a problem.
Yeah, they go on the August recess for what, 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm. So they all go home and campaign. Like we need the liars closer to us. We don't need them anymore than they already are.
We'd rather have them working since we're paying them so much good money.
That's one of the things that they put in that 10 changes that need to be made, the federal government. If the government's not functioning, you don't get paid. If the house is closed and business needs to be done, you don't get paid.
Try. Republicans won't go for that. They never get paid.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. They're not being balanced or temperate about this. It has to do with money. This is a yes, there'll be a shutdown because they all want to get together and do it their way. They don't want to get together and do it, and mostly they don't want to share. They don't want to think about sharing the money with working class people, and the only budget they have bankrupts us even worse. So
it feels like it goes back and forth. Like we're getting close to a deadline. I do get So when we get close to deadline, I got the star, page of swords, and page of wands. So we got the star, the faith and hope. Yeah, it's going to get done, but then someone throws a wrinkle in it with the page of swords. And then the page of wands is all about messages and enthusiasm in it.
Okay, wait a minute.
So we got a deceitful person coming in to derail things, probably 45, unless he's gone. Hopefully he's gone.
That's what I just got a flash from my guides. It said, ask if Trump will be there to screw with it.
So my outcome is doing the hard work with the Knight of Pentacles. King of Cups is the strength and the balance of the leader. Six of Cups, expect the same as been done before with budgets and whatnot. And then I get the Devil. So you got a failure. You got greed, dishonesty. So expect the same thing. We might have a shutdown briefly until cooler heads prevail.
That means little Mikey has to quit opening his mouth. What I got is, well, when I asked if Trump would be there, I got no. I got no because, and it's going to be a weird kind of no but he's moving on to other things. He doesn't have the strength. He can't be there. And the 10 of Cups, you can't come to any kind of completion. So I get that he's not going to be around. Either he's going to be on a Mitch vacation or Mitch vacay from home, or he's going to be out of it. He's going to be left out of it. Or I can't tell everybody how much things are going to change after the primaries are set, because the Republicans who are running still have to run. They have to do something.
The Devil is already on the felon. He's getting a lot of assistance from medical technologies. He's going to a different home. 10 of Cups, judgment upon him. 5 of Wands, victory, and 10 of Pentacles. So we got the different priorities and conflicts. Good news, and then happiness with 10 of Pentacles, wealth, family. Outcome, if 45 is going to be there, he will be a hermit.
That's what I see. He can't move.
He will be isolated in 10 of Wands. He's not going to be around. At that point in October, I think he's going to be in a home, on an IV, or not even conscious. We may not know about it, or they're hiding everything like they're doing with Mitch. I think our wishes are finally going to come true by then. That he's not messing with our lives daily.
No, he's still, as long as he's in that role, he's still messing with our lives daily. But we just don't. Maybe our one true wish this, we don't have to hear his voice. That's
yes. It'll be Stephen Miller signing the auto pen.
He's such a charming person.
I don't think it's memory care. Come on.
because he'd have to have memory care.
Not
Have to have
shown.
memory.
Carry has to be in memory care.
That's how they lump together all of the slowly fading away things in hospitals. Because basically, at the end of the day, unless they get violent, they're all treated the same.
I don't know. I can't change my flashes, but at some point when it gets too stressful,
Mm-hmm.
there's some major health event and he goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, where he's incapacitated with IV hooked up. And they show me like 3 months where he's in a coma or something like that. That's all you can do is hold me to it, Indigo.
Mm-hmm.
I can only tell you what I see and shown. But when his mission's complete, he has a severe health event, disappears, and then he's gone in about 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Sandra, people see him handcuffed to a gurney. Being president, I don't think handcuffed, but
He's so sick. When he gets to that point, they don't have to handcuff you. You can't get off the damn thing.
like when you get real sick and all the elderly people that do that, they get pneumonia. And you're pretty much done. And you're not lucid and you're on IVs and you're just extending life.
Right. My father used to call pneumonia the old man's friend, because it was one of the more peaceful ways to die, to just stop breathing. Although when I've had problems with breathing, I don't think it's peaceful. I would argue that with Dad, but he's not here.
Yeah, they're installing some younger guy. I can't remember his name.
I know that Nigel didn't get as far as he wanted to. Nigel Farage.
Good. Okay. Britain's PM. What will Britain's PM do about U.S. Britain relations?
Oh, yeah. Comes in. He's a world. He's a new beginning. He's the end of the old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. And this is Trump upside down, not liking this at all. He's got 2 4s. He's got the 4 of Wands, which is he's able to make better coalitions than they thought, but he's also going to stand back on some things that Brits would like to have handled. And he's not delusional. I think Britain's in so much trouble. I mean, we're in trouble, but they're in trouble. And getting it to work out. But yes, he'll be able to stand up to him.
So I get him with the death card being the Knight of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
Next to the 8 of Wands. So that's swift movement. That's taking charge.
Mm-hmm.
The death will be a new beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So him being the Knight of Swords, he's not going to take much crap.
No.
Again, I got the Ace of Wands, new beginnings. He's coming in as a magician also. So there's going to be surprises about his character that people are going to be surprised about.
Mm-hmm.
Outcome, he's going to stand with the Ace of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords is blindfolded but working for peace and harmony.
Mm-hmm.
3 of Cups and 4 of Cups. He's going to do what's best for Britain.
Yeah.
But
His bigger problem is the EU and dealing with the stuff that Britain's been involved with from the EU. And that's where I get the Ace of Swords for him. That's going to be what he's going to have to work on harder.
Ace of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom. So, person of hard work, gonna do his best to fix things.
Did you see that we have a request to bring back Mystery Theater about the Nixon voter fraud in 1960? I don't think so.
That is crazy.
Oh, yeah. I told you when I shook his hand, I met him.
How could they separate just Nixon votes?
Because they were in paper ballots. Oh, trust me.
So then everyone down ballot lost out too.
Yeah, but see, they don't care. You got to realize this is in the area of Chicago where one time they got caught because all these voters voted, and then the Chicago Tribune went out and found out that the voters voted in the order of the gravestones at a cemetery that was next to the place where they were voting. That's where we're getting the voters' names. I mean, really, honestly, read a book about Mayor Daley and
crazy.
See how crazy a city can get.
Support Nancy Jean's Gardens.
That's right.
Buy me a coffee. Go to buymeacoffee.com and search her name, and it pops right up.
Scott did it this morning, so.
Okay.
And they're lovely, and they don't take 40% of what you give me, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it fraud if Mitch's staff is still saying he's there giving them orders and they find out he was dead? Is that fraud?
Say that again?
If Mitch's staff is sitting there saying, "Oh, he's still giving us orders,"
yeah,
and they find out he was dead when they were taking orders from his office, is that fraud?
Yes.
Well, okay. We got a whole new group of folks to read on. Yay!
They should be fired immediately. They should never work in politics again.
They should have their pensions pulled for defrauding us.
Yeah. They're probably sitting there, I need to get one more paycheck and figure out where I'm going to work.
Mm-hmm. Someone says she channeled the turtle, and he said that he was already gone. He told her in the channeling that he was already gone. Thank you for your input. I don't channel dead people, so I don't know.
That was a comment?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
It's a name I don't recognize.
No, it doesn't matter.
Vina
But
Macalina L.
Oh, when did the channeling happen?
10:26, she said.
They channeled on Tuesday?
No, she said she channeled to Mitch.
Oh.
And she said, "Were you already dead?" And he said, "Yes."
Got it.
I'm saying thank you for your input. Thank you for telling us.
Okay, Zorro Ranch. Yeah, that's another thing Blanche should not be confirmed. They're not having SDNY cooperate with New Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, SW, for your super sticker.
They want all the unredacted files about Zorro Ranch.
Right.
And SDNY is not cooperating.
Okay.
So let's see how the investigation is going to conclude without cooperation.
I'm going to ask if they'll be able to find anything. I'm sure they'll be able to find stuff because you know who bought Zorro Ranch and then tried to block them from getting on? Our beloved senatorial candidate, Ken Paxton.
Oh, did he too? These people.
Oh, they're going to find a whole lot of stuff. It's getting it out that's going to be the problem. But yes, they're going to find out about the women. They're going to find out when on there. We're going to get revelations about this in October. But it's when the revelations come out, they're going to drip out. They're not going to be pushed because the group behind it doesn't want anyone to know. So that's front page news.
Yeah, I got they're going to be successful. I got
they're going to get the stuff. I just get it slow coming out.
Yeah, I get wishes fulfilled, the Chariot, finding out the heartbreak here.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got the 10 of coins, getting everything needed. Ace of coins, prosperity. Ace of cups is abundance. Then I get doing the hard work. Knight of coins, slow and steady wins the race, and then strength card. So every card that dropped here is good cards for
them having results. Good.
And results.
I like your cards better.
That's an ending that I was going at. I wasn't, because I was focusing on New Mexico's investigation into this outcome. That was my focus.
Thank you, Carrie Dye, for your super sticker. So where do we go to next? Are we shrinking national monuments? Are we going to talk about Jack Smith? Who?
Shrinking.
South California court. Right below the super sticker.
A lot of them. Oh, yeah.
You highlighted it.
Yeah, there's a lot of them starred, but some are repeats. So you see what's been okay. So I guess brain farting would be the Native American tribes.
They're the Utah parks. They're the beautiful pictures of the orange rocks and all that stuff, and they have significance to indigenous people.
That's right. I did read about this. Okay.
I have a friend who, for years after she retired early, every winter for a month in the winter, she would go up there and work as a volunteer person. She got the whole little uniform and standing on the orange rocks with her husband. And she said it was lots of fun. And one of them is the park that she used to work in.
Wow.
I think the court cases are going to be very successful because no one wants to get into this war. The courts have the power of the magician. You got the star, which is to meet your goals. The attorney who's running this knows what he's doing. And they hit Trump so fast with this, he's not going to be able to get what he wants in there. There's some mineral rights they want in there.
These people.
And we're having to spend our money to protect our monuments. I mean, really.
So yeah, what the felon wants to do is going to be a disaster with a 10 of swords. To try to chariot,
Mm-hmm.
fast action, take care of it, what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get the strength card. So it's like tradition, honor,
Mm-hmm.
monuments take precedent over. Then I
His
get
daydreams.
Knight of Coins, Nine of Coins, and the Five of Coins. I think what the felon wanted to do is going to be a failure.
Okay. And under the topic of what is new? Really?
Will Jack Smith have a meaningful impact? Well, Mr. Smith has no investigative powers now.
I think this. I'm looking at this. His investigation is going to be resurrected.
I'm getting a lot of aces today. Are you?
Yes. Last week,
Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords are coming up.
last week, Sheila and I were pulling. Well, I was pulling 10 of Swords after 10 of Swords after 10 of Swords. Of course, we were talking about Lindsay dying, so there was a theme here. But I'm getting a lot of, on some things 2s and 3s, and on some things 10s. And I'm getting, no, as good as his information is, it's not having an impact now. And it's kind of over. I mean, this is splitting the wealth. But what he doesn't have is a position that he can maneuver his stuff with, a way to present the material he's found, and the strength of some group behind him to present it. So, would you want to go do that anymore if you were that guy after how he got treated? I wouldn't.
I think he's a strong enough character. I think he would take the AG job if he was offered.
Yeah.
I think he's got that, strength of public service kind of thing, I think he got it in him. I think what he investigated himself,
Mm-hmm.
he will have what's in his team's investigation into the felon. It's there. It's bad, right?
Yeah.
So I got Ace of Coins, decisions for the future, and then my Empress.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's abundance there.
There's a possibility for him to step into something new. I just don't think right now anything he says, he can reiterate how bad it was, but he was telling us that a while ago, and it didn't get an effective listening to.
The current energy is just, it's all 8 of Cups, because he has no effect on what anything can do right now. So he's moving on to other things, trying to make things 6 of Swords the best he can. Calm, doing some traveling, speaking, whatever. Outcome, I get King of Coins, 4 of Cups. So that's kind of the laziness and waiting things out. And then heartbreak. He's very, I think he takes everything to heart, what's happened in this government,
Mm-hmm.
prosecutors, what's happened to the families, all that destruction and pain that he's caused, or the felon has caused, and this administration.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll come out as a Knight of Cups in the end. Person that does the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Respect. I definitely sense he's not done.
No, I don't think he's done, but I don't think he can have an effective point right now. There's no way to investigate. Can I thank Mary Adam EC? Maybe it's Mary Adamek. She gave me a new phrase, rigor tortoise.
I've seen that.
I hadn't seen that. Thank you. You
It
lightened
is
my day.
rigor tortoise, yes.
Mhm.
Okay, we're at 1:30. Let's bring out some
Some good news cards.
good news cards, unless you've seen something wonderful.
Let me see.
Unless there's a starred questions really jumping out on you.
No. The problem is, guys, we really are. Yeah. No, I just don't see anything that it won't wait. It may not. Well, who knows? We all thought Lindsay'd be around a lot longer to kick around, but
Okay.
and if you all will come over and join, subscribe to our stations. Make sure your subscription is to pick up all the shows. And what else can we tell them? It's a crazy, wild world out there in YouTube and StreamYard land.
Yeah, been a mess.
Okay, for me,
I tried to get my monetization back, and within 6 hours they said, no, you're not qualified. They won't tell me why. They demonetize me. It's ridiculous.
they never monetize Sean, and he's very careful about what he says. And that he runs CLSB Politics. That's my son's channel, and he's going to be out. He's out in a lot of different states. He's having a good time right now. He's in Houston with his children for the weekend, for a fun weekend. His children that are 14 and 12, and I saw them this week. I took the whole family chicken pot pie, and we sat and had a lovely dinner. And my 14-year-old grandson wants to go to MIT, and my 12-year-old granddaughter wants to go to UT Law, and they've already looked into what it's going to take to get there. So, what'd you get?
Mercury retrograde ending July. Okay.
July 29th. That's true.
Okay. So we get Awakenings, which is the Hangman. We're looking for changes. It's also temporary pauses. But good news is coming with the Prince of Autumn.
Mm-hmm.
But then I get the Three of Winter, which is the Three of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
So it's healing, growing stronger from a difficult situation. This whole chaos is about awakenings and healing, changes. But this is about this week. I think we're going to have some news this week to grow from.
Right. Okay. Well, it kind of matches, although this is an oracle deck that you can see reversed, and they have reverse images. And the shadow image of Archangel Raphael, which is green, which is brilliant healing and heart healing. But when the card displays itself upside down, go within and consider what you shut off from emotionally and how you need really need the closeness of others. If you are emotionally available to your friends or even romance, Raphael ask Raphael to help whatever wounds in the past keep you closed off and want you to lose. So we may face some more stuff that brings up old wounds this week. Although the green isn't necessarily attached to physical health in the aura system, given it's Raphael, you can consider that you need to be working on your overall health and happiness within it. Green may be highlighting a lack of communication, mixed messages, sarcasm, disconnection, to a current issue. Allow green to open the door deeper to have a more fulfilling relationship with others, which will help you. So that's where we are, guys.
Thank you, Teresa. You got a show on Tuesday again?
Yes, Tuesday at 1:00, and I think it's going to be open mic. And I'm going to talk about pendulums again. I'm going to do a little short thing I have on pendulums about all different charts you can get and how you can work with them, and about working with that dowsing energy. And that's, some people are like, am I making it swing? I used to have people say that. I had a pendulum on my table when I read, and they'd go, oh, you're making it swing. So I'd show them how to make their arms steady, and they'd ask a question and it would just start to move, and they go, holy shit.
Yeah, it is weird how it just moves, but I
And
don't know.
you can
I've
feel
I've never been able to make it swing. I don't know how that works.
I don't know. Once you get it steady,
You would definitely see your hand move to try
Yeah.
to make it swing.
yeah, I know. And people, and they will. It could be little micro movements in your arm, and I'm going, maybe those micro movements are the energy of the universe going through you. But a lot of people find working with pendulums is difficult because it's so personal and it is coming through your body. And I'm so used to that from the cards and everything else that it doesn't bother me. I'm still building grids. I did a lovely reading with a lady yesterday who watches our show, and I saw her in the chat. And I'm not going to be able to work on your grid today. I can't read cards and work on a grid in the same day. But tomorrow I have nothing, so I will be able to work on her grid. And she picked Miracle, which is a beautiful grid. It's a gorgeous grid.
That's good. That's smart. To not.
Oh, it's not.
I mean, to put out your energy into a grid and then doing this.
No, trust me. And I didn't appreciate that till when I did about 90 grids in 40 days. And that whole time I didn't read a card because I was interpreting the card I was using for that. But I became aware I'm working from two different levels of consciousness when I'm working with stones and cards. So,
Yep.
So, well, anyway, I'm going to talk about all that crap with me on Tuesday. And I have a Substack account also that you can see. And Jeffrey and I do our weekly readings where we've been pretty good this month. We've been really, really, the last couple months, because truth in advertising, we tape 3 months worth at a time and then just see what happens with it. We tried that once and it worked. We used to try to do them daily, but Jeffrey had this idea, he had to change his shirt all the time. He got exhausted, so. And I'm also, for some readers, I'm coming for you. I've created a new email that's totally for psychic profiles, so that when I write them, I can check and see if they're responding. Because I had some people who I'd lined up who wrote me back, I'd love to be in psychic profiles, and it got lost in my mass of emails. So I've set up a totally separate email for you guys now. And if you're a reader who's in the chat today and you'd like to be put on psychic profiles, contact me at crystaldirections.nancyjean. I'll see your initial thing, and then I'll send you the whole description about setting up a psychic profiles interview. But I really like doing those. Those are fun. I think they're fun for me, and I get a lot of comments. People are very, very interested in all the different ways we came from where we started to where we are now. And I'm starting my book club July 29th. I'm going to have a big show about the book club, a big formal announcement. And I'm actually going to give away, there's the first books we're reading. It's a set of 4 books called The Accidental Medium. And I will be giving, there's 4 books in the series. I'm going to give away a book for each of the 4. So at that thing. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to give something away again, Scott. Don't do it often.
Okay, everyone, have a blessed day, and thank you, Nancy Jean.
Yeah, avoid the wildfires, Scott. Bye.
Bye. Oops.
Got to turn it off, Scott.
Yes. End the stream.
Mhm.